Dramatis Personae of the Carved Cupboard. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Narrated by Larry Wilson.
Agatha, read by Beth Thomas.
Gwen, read by Del de Pigneroles.
Clare, read by Esther Simonides.
Elfie, read by Rachel.
Cousin James, read by James Curran.
Nannie, read by Kay Hand.
The Pastor, read by Rupert Holiday.
Hugh Knox, read by Tavarish.
Miss Miller, read by Christine G.
Deb, read by April Walters.
Patty, read by Marianne Spiegel.
Miss Villas, read by Ellie Christie.
Walter, read by Rupert Holiday.
Audrey Foster, read by Lydia. Curate's Daughter, read by Lydia.
Clement Arkwright, read by Rupert Holiday.
Tom Lester, read by Peter Oxenhandler.
Major Lester, read by Bill.
Alec Lester, read by Bob Scott.
Roger Lester, read by Rupert Holiday.
The Footman, read by Rupert Holiday.
Watson, read by Rupert Holiday.
Jane, read by Vanessa Cooley.
Maid, read by Rachel.
End of Dramatis Personae. Chapter 1 of The Carved Cupboard. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. The Carved Cupboard by Émile Feuvre. Chapter 1. For troubles wrought of men, patience is hard. J. Angelo. The firelight shone upon a comfortably furnished drawing-room in one of the quiet London squares, and upon four girlish figures grouped around a small tea-table. Agatha Dane, the eldest, sat back in her chair with a little wrinkle of perplexity upon her usually placid brow. Rather plump and short of stature, with no pretensions to beauty, there was yet something very attractive in her bright open countenance, and she was one to whom many turned instinctively for comfort and help. Gwendolen, who sat next to her, and was doing most of the talking, was a tall, slight, handsome girl, with dark eyes that flashed and sparkled with animation as she spoke, and there was a certain stateliness of carriage that made some of her acquaintances term her proud. Clare was toying absently with her spoon and teacup. She was listening, and occasionally put in a word, but her thoughts were evidently elsewhere. She had not the determination in her face that was Gwendolen's characteristic, and perhaps the varying expressions passing over it, and so transparent to those who knew her, formed her chief charm. There was a wistfulness in her dark blue eyes, and a look of expectation that one longed to see fulfilled, and her dreamy, preoccupied manner often made her friends wonder if she spent all her time in dreamland. Elfrida sat on the hearth-rug with her sunny hair glistening in the firelight. She was the youngest and prettiest of the four, and had only just returned from Germany the same day. It was her eager questioning that was making them all linger over their tea.
"But I don't understand,"
she said a little impatiently.
"How does Cousin James happen to be here at all? Aunt Mildred never cared for him. She said last year when I was home that he was a regular screw, and that he only came on a visit to save his housekeeping bills. Now I come back and find dear Aunt Mildred gone, and he in full possession of our home, ready to turn us out tomorrow, you say. Aunt Mildred always told us we should never want after her death."
"We shall not actually do that,"
said Agatha quietly,
"for she has left us a legacy each, which will at any rate keep the wolf from the door."
"But hasn't she left us Dane Hall? She always said she would."
"No, a codicil to that will has been added since James has been here."
Yes, he has managed it beautifully,
put in Gwendolen.
He came down here directly he heard she was ill, and established himself in the dressing-room next to hers. Clare's been away, but Agatha and I were virtually shut out of the sick-room from the time he entered the house. He got a trained nurse, said Agatha was worn out and must rest, and told Nannie
Sample complete. Ready to continue?